I accidentally disconnected from stream again. Freaking hate it when I do that. This freaking tile is going to be the death of me. There. Only took me messing up my whole stream to do it. Oh, screw this. I just fixed the last one. That one was so much easier. And that was not worth the amount of reward I got for it. That one is one I literally just had to go back and report on. We meet again. I instructed to clean up the debris and the garbage that were blocking the way earlier. We even taught the litter bug a lesson. You guys found the litter bug too? I can't thank you enough. Here, this is your reward. Alright, I should get going too. It's time to start repairing the castle. When night finally comes for Master, everyone will definitely celebrate and enjoy. So this castle must be kept in tip-top condition. After all, she's waited so long for that day to come. Which is why I'm saving that for last. Actually, I should do all the ones that aren't on the Hyperion. Let's go with this one. Which I should be able to get to there from here, maybe? The girls paced back and forth by the roadside. As we approached, she locked in on our backpacks, her gaze shifting from one to another. She seemed to have taken an interest in the shovel in my backpack. Then, as if she was oblivious to anyone else's presence, she complained loudly. I wish I had a shovel. How troubling. Shovel, shovel, wherefore art thou? Well, there was someone who could lend me a shovel right now, I'd be so grateful. Hey, if you want something to save your acting, just tell it to us straight. Oh, you guys got one? That's great. I knew you were nice people. I've been hunting for days. I want to dig up some bamboo shoots and pray to the mountain god for a safe return. But I don't have a shovel, so there's no way I can dig out those deeply rooted plants. Here, happy digging. Laura took out the shovel from my backpack and handed the girl. Yet she instinctively flinched away. But anything heavier than a pair of chopsticks is just too much for my delicate arms. Can you please help me dig out the bamboo shoots? Who the heck do you think you are? Suppose I have no choice. If you all would help me, I can return this favor with treasures from this mountain. Please, I really need those bamboo shoots. She needs help. Why don't we give her a hand? So it's not a big deal. Besides, can't just leave her alone here, can we? Thank you. The bamboo shoots are over there. With a shovel, I'm surely digging them out in no time. I need 5 of them. Once you're done, please place them at the altar over there. The girl darted off in a flash, as if afraid that we'd change our mind. One energetic girl. I think she's hiding something from us. I think so too. But it's just digging up a few bamboo shoots. We'll find out what it's all this about sooner or later. Get out of my way. Okay. Assassinate. 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 It's only the first one it actually highlights, and the rest of them you have to find yourself. It's a chest. I need as many chests as possible. See, there's one more bamboo shoot somewhere. There. Here's your bamboo shoots. She's gonna attack us. Let's see, that should be it. I placed the bamboo shoots before the altar. The instant it hit the ground, I thought I heard a howl. Wait, this doesn't feel right. Trace of monster activity. What did you do? Something drifted up from behind the altar and made its way toward me. Is this a ghost? How did this happen? I would move a step forward if I were you. Careful, it looks like it's going into a frenzy. Go away or I'm going to show you what a real magic girl can do. I don't think magic girls beat up stuff. Well, actually, no, that's exactly what they do. They're exactly very violent. Unfortunate for them that they're about to die. And they survived. Where did it come from? Please don't hurt her. One of the girls popped out, stretched her arms wide, and stood between the ghost and us. That's a monster! Stand aside! The girl shook her head vehemently. Her voice trembled with a mixture of fear and defiance. Trying to protect the monster. Do you have any idea how dangerous that is? No, it's not like that. Please wait. Siren, hold on. At least let her explain. Yeah, let's give this girl a chance. I don't think she means any harm. I remember now, this is my sister. Huh? Please don't hurt her. Please, I beg of you. Wait, this monster is your sister? She wasn't always a monster, but she turned into this because of me. It was all my fault. What in the world happened? Explain yourself clearly. I was dreaming of seeing the outside world. Because of that, my sister and I ran away from our village. The outside world was more dangerous than we can imagine. And we ran into a horrible monster and my sister, while trying to protect me, she was killed. It's all my fault. That was why I begged and prayed to the divine statue not to take my sister away. She did come back, but she had turned into a monster who could only roam this patch of land. Poor girl. I guess I was a little too hasty before. I'm the one who caused all this. My willfulness, I lied to myself, selectively forgot many things. I even fooled myself into thinking that my sister had gone out hunting. That's how things turned out this way. If only I hadn't insisted on leaving the village, my sister wouldn't have died. Had I not acted rashly to make sure my sister didn't leave me, she wouldn't have turned into a monster like this. That's the sole reason that she can't even rest in peace. Around this time, my sister would dig them up for me in the mounds. Even now, in her current form, a part of her still remembers that. That's why she appears when someone places bamboo shoots nearby. It's very obsession that keeps her lingering here still. Lingering here because I haven't properly apologized to her yet, so she's dead too. Wait, you! The bamboo shoots on the ground, but her fingers went right through them. That's why he couldn't lift the shovel. That explains it. But the divine statue granted my wish, but at a cost. I've turned into a ghost, never again to touch anything. Thanks to you all, I'm able to be my sister once more. I'm back. This time I'll never leave you. I know you want me to live on, but I'm sorry, sis. Please let me be willful one more last time. Please release her soul. A bright white light emanated from her body, forcing me to close my eyes. Shortly after that, my eyes opened just a slit, the light faded, and the sisters were gone. In their place, 2 tiny bamboo shoots were poking their tips from the ground. Disappeared. Together. Suppose they can finally be together now. Oh, I have to dig it up. So the dark now was stained with the dirt. Needless to say, it had been buried underground for quite a long time. Not long ago, the princess lived with her sister in a castle. Her only window to the world outside. The world out there looked like glamour cities and also white, red-eyed angels. Can we go out there and see them? Outside the castle was a hellish world rife with monsters, while within, the princess herself held a tremendous secret. She opened the window and gazed with her eyes and with teary eyes. Taking her hand, her sister led her to the gate to get a better view. Then she paid, leaving only the middle parts readable. But as her imminent monster had already revealed its claws, charged out of her dress, slipped into her blood-red gown, and fell into a peaceful slumber. Soared while the wave-churned whales were nowhere to be seen. The once dazzling city now seemed dull and lifeless in her eyes, illuminated only by the red moon casting its crimson glow. I implore you to listen to my prayers. Awaken my sister and let us never be apart. I'll offer my everything to keep her here with me. The goddess responded to her plea, but her sister's salvation rested solely on her own shoulders. The clear stream traversed the peak and gathered that one drop of morning with a petal at the cliff's edge. Do not hesitate, do not fear. Set forth now and you shall surely succeed. By the time she awakens, you will have grown up. Okay, there's only the village, I think. Map. Where's this village? Down here. Oh, that's just... Wait. I see somebody up there in that corner there. Wait, I have a literal box I can put down. Oop, that's the wrong button. Okay, kid, what do you need? We arrived in a field where a man, wearing a bamboo hat, was basking in the sun. As soon as he saw us, he walked over. How do you do? What's with that stare? Don't mind me, I'm just a bit excited. Excited? If you don't mind asking, you're not from around here, are you? Sure, I mean, no, we're definitely locals here. Don't even think about scamming us. Forget it, Siren. Look at us, we're not exactly blending in here. Indeed, the man was dressed plainly, and the house behind him was as humble as one of those ancient buildings that I've seen in history books. We hail from a place across the river. We were here. Our duty was true all along. What's all this fuss about? Sisyphus has achieved the greatest success of his life. So this is after we got Luna in our party. How terrifying. Just what kind of duty does his ancestors ask him with? Sorry about that. I lost myself for a while there. I'm actually quite the serious man. I'm the son of the 7th village head, and this is the Lakeshore Village. For now, I'm in charge of all things, big and small, around here. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to stay as our esteemed guests. When did we even agree to become guests here? Surely it won't hurt if you drop by and enjoy our passionate hospitality, right? We even have some finger-licking local food here. Some local goods to us, Izzy. Actually, I am a bit hungry. Dude, I still haven't had a decent meal while being in prison for so many years. What do you mean, years? Watch what you say. I delivered your food as fast as I could every time. I want to know what she meant by years. Oh, it's because she was in the other area for a while. Oh, even the dark smudge of a dish that's impossible for anyone to figure out what it is? It's not like I've ever had to eat those kinds of food. I'll learn how to cook, I promise. So Luna was cooking for her. Was it just me, or was she stealing glances at me while she said that? Alright, alright. We've all been through a long day. Let's have a rest in the village. Agreed. I'm fine with it. Alright, please follow me. The place appeared quite barren. Upon our arrival, a scrawny old dog by the entrance stood up, teetering and growling in a hoarse voice from its parched throat, to the field and into its home. A moment later, he prepared a table full of scrumptious dishes for us. Make yourself at home. Eat whatever you want. Time to eat. Don't eat the food. Siren, can't you at least watch your table manners? Leave me alone. Take it easy. The food's not going anywhere. Thank you for preparing such a nice meal for us. Oh, just doing as my father taught me. Besides, I should be the one thanking you all. Ever since the first village head, who also happened to be my ancestor, led everyone to settle here, we've been living in this place for several hundred years. I see. Did any of you ever leave this place during this period? Not at all. As recorded in our history, many monsters lurk outside the village, which is why for the past centuries, we've never interacted with outsiders, nor have we ventured beyond the village. It certainly isn't safe outside the village. But now, would we even know if we could go out there and see for ourselves? After all, people always say, seeing is believing. My great-grandfather once told me, one day we'll lead everyone to the outside world. That is our family's duty. Should we so we can get you guys out of here? No, I'm not that calculative. I just want to bond and baby steps before I can officially ask for a favor. It's more than just my family duty, it's now a necessity. So I truly hope you can help me. Even worse, the land in the village has become increasingly barren, and our harvests have dwindled. Now the crops we gather are barely enough to keep everyone fed. Then this feast... Honestly, this is already the best food we can offer right now. Oh, I'm sorry, I think I ate a bit too much then. Don't worry about it, we've saved up plenty of food. It's enough to last us until the next harvest. But if we can't find a way out of here, we run out of food sooner or later. Then it seems like you urgently need to find a way out. What can we do for you? Here's the situation. The path leading out of the village had collapsed a long time ago, and remains blocked to this day. So first, we need to activate the old cannon that our ancestors left behind to blast the road open. The ammo was originally stored in a warehouse, which had been abruptly taken over by hordes of monsters. Can't even get close to the warehouse, let alone get the ammo. So first, we have to wipe out the monsters, get the ammo, then launch the cannon to blast out a path. That's the gist of it. Can I count on your help? Human, are we helping him? Yep. Let's do it. Take it as a returning favor for this feast. Very well. I'll follow your lead. Thank you. Thank you so much. Also, why did it put me on rate ticket? Yes. Cannonballs are up this way. Okay, so there's treasure chest over there. Okay, so I should blast open this one and then this one? Nope. Other way around. The way is clear. As you passed the narrow and long passage, the road suddenly began to widen. We're finally here. Though if I've been here before, my gut is telling me this is it. The path to the outside world. Who are you? Why are you here? Hey, Siren. This person looks a bit like you, don't you think? Absolutely, definitely not. Not even a single bit. I am not that barbaric looking. Oh, wow. She's tearing into herself. And I certainly am not the type to throw a tantrum like that. Children these days are so immature. I get so much satisfaction from watching the Sirens bite into each other. You... That appearance, don't tell me you're... Waterjin? So you're not that ignorant. I knew it. But why is there a Waterjin in every Bubble universe? And why is your appearance and personality always exactly the same? This is why humans are fools. I'm a creation of nature, and my divinity is beyond human comparison. My eternal, unchanging form symbolizes an unparalleled, dignified quality. So in other words, you are mass-produced. Don't you dare compare me to wholesale instant noodles in the supermarket. Are you itching for a fight? No, my bad. We're just a slip of the tongue. We're just coming by and we come in peace. Passing by. What, do you think my home is a park? Looks like you need a lesson. Wait, stay away. Sure have your share of subordinates. Then I'll start with you. I can tell you right now. Wait. Oh, you kidding. Damn. I thought the kid screwed me. Okay, only get these 3. Even though Luna said she was going to take care of it, no, I still have to take care of it. The other 3. We're going to juggle her. Humanoid enemies are famous for being able to be just juggled most of the time. She's not actually being juggled though. So she's a better human enemy. And ultimate to kill. It never kills when I expect it to kill. Like, whenever I expect it to kill, it doesn't kill. Had enough? Or are you still itching for more? No, very well. Let's call it a day. It's been too long since I've had such a sport. My legs are getting sore. By the way, what were we all doing here? We just want to get across and leave this place. I'm afraid that's impossible. That's why I've been living here for, to prevent anyone from leaving. Huh? Why? Because it's dangerous outside, many years ago. A man who looks much like you begged me not to let anyone out. I mean, it looks like me. Impossible. No one has ever been here before. It's also your great-grandfather. Why are you here? Come so far, but I guess I can't hide it anymore. Frankly, both the blocked road and the monster at the warehouse were part of a deal made by your great-great-grandfather and Miss Jin here. I mean, his great-great-grandfather blocked the road on purpose. So the person told me the outside world is filled with danger. Let's keep everyone in the secluded paradise, keep life simple and safe. He gave me this comfy abode, and in return, I continued to help him. Of course, it was impossible to actually leave. He told me if those who desire to leave have their parents' permission, I don't have to stop them. Well, father and son are here, why don't you sort this out among yourselves? Then I object. What's going on? No, this can't be real. It was for your own good. You must have heard the story. There are two girls who sneaked out of the village before. In the end, they never returned. Oh, I did this in the perfect order. You're the one who taught me since I was a little kid that I should leave to see how big the outside world is, and to build my own life out there. Why are you stopping me right now? When I finally reach the path that leads me further, you're my final obstacle, father? Generations of our family have lived this way. Your grandfather told me the same thing back then. Instead of going for the unknown, it's better to stay in the village where at least we can take care of you. Grown up, I can take care of myself. I don't want to follow your footsteps. So I don't want to stand against you. But it's only when you've experienced a life of hardships that you can truly appreciate these peaceful days you had at home. I gotta figure out which life I really want before I experience it. I know, but you're not ready yet, son. Right now you're just being led by your impulsiveness. To come with a plan about what to do, how to survive, even who you want to be when you leave here. I don't know. To respond for every decision. I think your father has a point. We want it out of impulsiveness because impulsiveness is part of growth. But we have to be accountable for our actions. That too. Back then I thought I'd outgrow my father's advice and often quarreled with him. Tried to act like an adult, parroting superficial words and drinking bitter beers just to be like them. I wanted to prove that I was an adult who could make my own decisions, but the reality was harsh. Then I came to realize that he was right about many things. But still, I refused to admit that I had already failed, or that I was still a naive child, and refused to make rash decisions. Yet when I finally realized how wrong I was, I already lost the chance to patch things up with my father forever. I mean, I'm still too naive. No, there's no shame in being naive. It's okay to be childish at times, too. What I'm trying to say is, you can do whatever you want, but you also have to listen to your elders. Don't let your impulsiveness ruin what you already have. School isn't a fleeting fantasy born of impulse. Nor is it a duty imposed by others. It's your genuine dream from within, even if it seems distant and unattainable in the end. But before you decide to depart, you have to make sure that you're ready. I see that now. Father, I'll go home with you, but I hope that when we're ready, you won't stop me from going to the outside world. So I want to be an agriculture and solve the food problems in our village. Start by acquiring some basic knowledge and ensure I can stand on my own 2 feet. After that, I'll venture outside to seek wisdom from those who are more knowledgeable. Good. Honestly, if you told me that you had a specific plan in mind, then I wouldn't have stopped you. The old man pulled out a backpack from behind him. It contained the boy's clothing, food supplies, and assorted tools. Father, you packed this for me? I thought that this day might come. You've cleared all the tests, and this is the first time you fought so hard on something. But you guys still have a ways to go. Ha ha ha. Father, I was too impulsive. Hojin, please give way. I believe he will make the right decision at the right time and build his own independent life. Now you want me to give way? Fine. Whatever, I was thinking about moving anyways. In that case, what would mean another you in the future? Why? You're such a pain. Just shut it. I don't want to see you again. Hey, that's my line. I told you, they really are alike. That's all, we should get going. Thank you for your hospitality. No, I should be thanking you for getting this trouble off my chest. Bye. Come back anytime. Okay. And now we go to this one. Means I should start over here. I just remembered something. This place is flooded, and why don't I have the key anymore? I literally had the key for that before. Oh, I have to go around from up this way. Oop, there's actually something over here. I pressed that on accident. I got to the chest. Yeah, if I jump down there, I think I might actually be trapped, though. But I got the chest I came back for. That's all that matters. And now we continue the side quest. Because I'm not ending the stream today until I've finished all the side quests. Three chests before us were enormously decorated with metallic roses, adorned with small holes in red, blue, and green. They look like chests that might contain the most precious treasures in a fairy tale. Here to unlock the treasured wish. A white spectre suddenly darted out across my view, floating between me and the treasure chests. You are... Greetings, my name is Mary, and I was appointed to guard these treasures for my master. Is she related to Luna? Are you here to unlock the treasured wish? Leave them in the castle? What could be her precious treasure? How do I open these treasure chests? The master left 3 keys in the castle, 1 for each of the treasure chests. You need to bring all 3 keys here. I mean... it's not exactly hard. Until it is. Yeah. Okay, so I need to press both of those down at the same time. Oh no, I need to press 3 of them down at the same time. Wait, I can press 2 blocks? Oop. I am having actual troubles here. Oop. Why am I having so much trouble just trying to put something on this platform? There's 3 pedals to open the gate. I see what my problem is. I think. Yeah, my problem was a very stupid problem. I was holding the run. I had the run button on the whole time. Now I could do it. View map. So it's up there and to the side. Got it. Wait, I could literally just use my 2. I keep on forgetting I have 2 of those blocks and not just 1. Okay, I have the 3 keys. Here you go, Mary. Did you get the keys? Take out the red key. The Leather Brown Fairy Tale book was a bit worn and seemed to have been read many times. She picked up the book, its page started to dissipate into the air. Too long and wound up becoming brittle. She was merely woken up to reality. This was not the real treasure. Its veins distinct between as if time had stopped at the moment it fell. Someone had picked up the leaves where the wind carried them and through the window. Her sister once told her about a distant village in a lush forest that had leaves much like the ones in her hand. It was like I reached to pick up this leaf. It withered into a dried up stem. She had lost hope as there was no way out. No, she had just bid goodbye to her past. This was not the real treasure. The slightly Asian with only the top left corner painted sky blue. Up to the blue sky from a shadowed spot near the window. She once heard from her sister about a seaside city where the ocean was azure as the sky. Pick up the drawing papers, torn to tattered pieces one after another. She has grown weary of waiting. It's clear what she experienced when she couldn't get out. Prime colors of light, and when combined together, they become white. The white specter in front of me. We never actually said that they are the treasured wish. The actual treasure's in your hands, isn't it? Can I ask you a question? Please. What kind of spices should you use to season a grilled steak? Only you know the answer. Season a grilled steak. What? You still remember it? A tiny homemade toy wobbled in my palm, holding an icy cream cone. So this is your treasure. But why is this ice cream cone square-shaped? That is something right there. The last piece. Sun is very close. Won't be long before that ship reaches this bubble universe. I know I shouldn't, but I'm actually a little bit happy. Thought of seeing you again, my heart leaps. My lips curl, my steps bounce, and even the unbearable pain is alleviated. The way I feel. As long as I think of you, my heart is filled with warmth. To the point that I can laugh off the imminent ending. A time like this, all I can think about is what to say for our reunion. Are you missing me in the same way? To tie myself up a bit. I can't let that person see me feeble. Even though I know this is the last time, I want to greet you at my best. To greet you, my dearest. You found them all. I knew this was possible, but this wish was too much. Forced myself to give up long ago. Thank you for finding them back. What are these? These are like fragments of my memory that record my echoes, my monologues, and my inner waves. These are my strongest feelings and most unforgettable memories. So it was you at the pyramid. Yes, I'm sorry I lied to you. I even thought about disappearing with you because I couldn't live in a world without you. But after seeing you, I was so happy and excited that I forgot about it in an instant. That was when I realized that rather than myself, I couldn't bear to see you get hurt. Then why'd you throw them away? Because these memories and emotion would shake me. I can't afford to let anything shake me, even myself. After all, at the sight of your face, I can't suppress my emotions. No reason. Don't look at me like that. I won't say it. Fine, I'll tell you, but don't get mad. I didn't want to be forgotten by you. Instead of disappearing quietly, I wanted you to always remember me, even if it was due to hatred. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have said it. Yeah. Wait. In the past, I was self-centered and impulsive. I didn't take any advice. But now I've changed. It is selfish and naive for people to decide everything by themselves. No matter what kinds of difficulties await, I'll find ways to overcome them with you. I want us to survive. Remember to keep the promise this time. You said that on purpose. How nasty. I'm not talking to you anymore. Yeah, that's gonna last all of 10 seconds. I lied. How can I not talk to you? I want to talk to you. Talk to me more, please. Would you like to dance with me then? Ah! Yes! The moon tonight is beautiful. Just like when we first met. I'm so lucky that it was you who I met. You look stunning under the moon. You sound gentle when calling me. Your blood tasted sweet, with an incredible aroma that soothed me. You were the light that shone into me, and the greatest redemption of my life. I'll never let go of your hand again. Thank you for meeting me. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for fulfilling my wishes. Please dance with me right here. There's only a few things left. Like, there's literally only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things left of this event. And 4 of them, I think, are on this ship. Oh, the mechanism's on the... Oh, I have to go up and around that way. Always forget about that. This puzzle's a bit weird. Wait, if I were to put a block right here, can I jump over this wall? No, I cannot. Okay. Mechanism at the side. The levitation bridge was only there for a second before it disappeared. I have a theory. Tangentially on the area where the bridge just appeared. So there, we just couldn't see it. Make things invisible to the naked eye. Not the most effective countermeasure against thieves, if you ask me. That's not a problem for us. Should be able to tell where the bridge is using our memory. Oh, they're going sneaky here. I'm just trying to get to the freaking portal. Okay, so that right there is a dead end. This just leads to the chest. What? So it's not a dead end on this way. Okay, that's that. Found it. This is the engine of the ship. Roy took out a wrench, skillfully detached a component the size of my fist from a tangle of torn wires, and tossed it into my hands. Don't drop it. Just this? That's the engine's energy core. I can use this bad boy to boost your ship by 30% at minimum. Guaranteed. Alright, let's head to the other side. Wow. Wait, that's an elevator? Track mission, map. I like teleporting, so I'm teleporting. Which, I have to get to the... whatever the cleaning robot... Oh, I just screwed that up immediately. Let me try moving this way. Okay, there. That was easy. Be careful not to get spotted under the searchlights. That literally put the spotlights where I was. Invaders detected. Why is the new defense system program or defense program act triggered? We didn't mean anything about it. We just want to open the door. So he's apologizing to the system. Troubles sure seem to have found a way of finding you, Skipper. A wholly unexpected yet familiar figure appeared on the screen near us. What in the world? All you gotta do is apologize? T? Surprised to see me? If I showed up any later, she would have been turned into mincemeat. Thanks, but aren't you from the fortune teller's warehouse? Come on, you've come this far. You should know by now that I wasn't simply sent from the future to the past, so you don't need to leave me there. Fair enough. Well, wonderful then. Let's get back to Hyperion now. In case you didn't realize, Skipper, I'm just a hollow projection. Just think something of seeing you again must have distracted me. Still a word-class smooth talker. Anyway, I'm not here right now. I just happened upon your signal. I have connection access, so I came to check it out. Or take care of the defense system here. So you don't have to worry about any more nasty surprises. See, thanks, T. When can we go to pick you up? No need to rush. I'm on another ship. Safe and sound. Another ship? Belonging to who? You'll know when the time is right, Skipper. Hold on, what do you mean by the right time? T didn't answer, and instead unceremoniously disappeared from the screen. She certainly made a hasty exit. She must be the one that Kongman calls Miss Iron Fist. Another ship? Where in the world could she be? Who knows? She doesn't seem to be in danger at any rate, so we should stop being worrywarts and focus on the situation at hand. We still have an engine to haul. You're right. Let's go. Is that implying like the captain, like the actual player character's ship? Okay, all done. Just like the last time, Brony assembled a component as big as my fist, a mess of torn wires and tossed it my way. 200 now are both thoroughly cannibalized. Now I've got some solid spoils, let's head back. It's high time I upgrade your ship properly. Great. Thank you, Brony. Okay, there's only a few more missions left. Where's the leaky deck? Down there? All the way down there. Oop. Oh, I have to place one down here too. Let me just assassinate all of them first. Make it easier on me. There's something right there. Yes, another chest. I need all the chests I can get. Oop. A handful of embers were kept in a delicate container surrounded by 12 air circulators, constantly supplying oxygen to it. Despite this surf of machinery, the embers were barely able to flicker and were dimming by the second. What's this? Just some embers of the past, Captain. Nothing special. These devices are keeping them going? Yes, Captain. And thus are too vulnerable to withstand even the lightest flutter of air. Therefore, the flow rate and purity of the oxygen supply must be kept under strict control. It can still flicker once in a while. Why not add some firewood then? Then the embers would almost certainly be extinguished the moment the balance of the canister was broken, so that it would once again be rekindled. She instinctively wanted to shake her head, but seemed to realize something and stretched her lips into a resigned yet gratified smile. Does a surprise come from you? You're certainly a gentle soul, Captain. Those ended burning inside are the remains of an ether anchor. If anything, the reason they're still there is that they have sentimental value. There are many things that humans are powerless to change. Even the addition of firewood could not prevent those embers from eventually dying out. Despite our efforts, all we're really doing is delaying the inevitable. Who's look back fondly on our impulsiveness and stubbornness in the very beginning. Doesn't mean we should throw up our hands and give up. Certainly not. We shouldn't give up no matter what. As long as there's still a flicker of hope, hope will never go out entirely. It's that attitude that's gotten you here. You're all are obstinate to a fault, although there's a surprise to no one. Even if the light was a glimmer in the darkest abyss, you still jump into it without hesitation. Turning her head, Rita said no more. With her gaze lingered, a handful of embers flared up and quickly dimmed even more than before. Oh, it's Brony. What are you doing here? Quite a few intriguing things on the ship. I'll take them along and study them in detail. Upon closer inspection, your ship could use a system update. Thank you. One some politeness. Truth be told, my motivation for all this is driven mostly by curiosity. Helping you is merely a side effect of that curiosity, so you can take it as a given. Seems all these matters have reached a conclusion, haven't they? You found the person you saw, and all the Teresa's have returned to their respective worlds. So it's time to go on a vacation. Of course, let's find a peaceful place and have a good rest for a while. Perhaps you can even indulge in the tranquility of rural life. Sounds good. The thing I'm most eager to do is to find a chance to go back for a visit. Return to the Ark City you mentioned before? Exactly. I can provide you with the coordinates for Ark City. You should be able to send me back there, right? Sure. Once you're ready, we'll sail for Ark City. After going through so much the day I left, feels like it was just yesterday. I would plunge into the sea back then. If it wasn't the vast world outside to push my limits, it would prove that I'm a hacker rather than a waiter. Or was it simply because I didn't know how to express my feelings to her, so I chose to stay away? Rona's gaze was fixed on the boundless expanse of stars beyond the ship, as if she was extracting a long-buried emotion from within and savoring it repeatedly. Sorry for suddenly spewing out so many overly sentimental words. Could consider it as me rambling for no reason. But in a nutshell, I miss them. I miss Kiara. I miss Theresa from my world. And I even miss the nostalgic rowdy shouts on the bar. You guys will have a lot to share. Honestly, I haven't quite sorted out what to say. They all surfaced so unexpectedly. Much like after a wearying workout, when you crave a hearty meal, but haven't settled on what to eat. Theresa would probably hug me so tightly that she'd cry with joy, wouldn't she? Kiara, on the other hand, would likely just toss out a few sarcastic remarks. Both she and I, well, expressing feelings to one another isn't their strong suit. So I plan to take Theresa out for some shopping, help Kiara with her bar, trivial tasks, and then... She paused and spread her hand out toward the sky, as if carefully choosing her words for an important commitment. If it's possible, I'd like to take them with me and explore the vast expanse of stars beyond the Ark City. The starry sky beyond Ark City shines brightly and stretches far, yet it's far from unreachable. So this is telling me that there's an area for everybody, and I have to find them to get their last little remarks. Which is going to be a pain. If I do say so myself. Oop. Tap to track mission. The other pages lay underneath the beautiful cover of the notebook. A perusal revealed it was full of someone's notes. What information of this world gone on? 1,344 or was it 1,345 days? I can't remember. Doesn't matter, I don't have time for the past. I must be ready to embrace the immediate future. The ground is another 7 centimeters close to the sky. The radius of the sky scarp of the western sanctuary is also widened by 4 centimeters thanks to that guy. The right arm of the pointer is completely pierced through the sky scar. It appears that the pointer has once again discovered this world. The next great purge should take place in 7 months at the latest. The anchor is barely hanging on. Let's find a way to repair the sky before the pointer arrives. Hyperion, let us set sail once again. Take me out of this world and into other worlds. There's bound to be one that can help me choose the sky scar and return my world to its former splendor. Only then will I be able to provide a home for everyone. I know I can. Expected every world is minuscule in scale. There are tunnels connecting one world to another. There's only a boundless sea. The worlds are akin to fragile bubbles that can be easily popped, gnawing away at the borders of the bubble. That's why our world is growing smaller and has even begun to crack. This is where the pointers, the predators of the sea, come from. I've been traversing this world with Hyperion for 4 months now. We still haven't found an intact world. They have all either perished or are on the brink of perishing. Will every world meet the same sordid end? That report is not. I must go back. I will prove to them that humans are not puny insects meant for their amusement. I will protect everything. Banish each and every god that brings catastrophe upon us. I will provide a safe home for everyone. I know I can. The pointer has come. The Sky Scar is unable to escape its fate of being torn asunder. After 1,521 days, the pointer descended upon this world for the second time. It was much worse than the first time. The Western Sanctuary was reduced to a wasteland in the blink of an eye, while the artificial sea evaporated clean in half a day. Fortunately, we were prepared. The majority of people have already been evacuated to the northern and eastern sanctuary, so there was no casualties. Nevertheless, the point is still looming large over us. I must harness the Ether Anchor's power before the pointer reaches the sanctuaries. And the last note? Percentage of worlds destroyed has increased from 97.7% to 98%. Meanwhile, the size of the bubble universe has collapsed to 1/74th of its original size. The world is now small enough to be anchored by Hyperion and towed in the sea. At this rate, this world is approximately 17 years away from total destruction. Even though I defeated and imprisoned the pointer with the Ether Anchor's power, it didn't slow down the march of destruction in the slightest. Not only burning the remaining Ether Anchor can sustain the world, but it won't be long before it burns out. Is it really true that not a single world can escape perishing, as long as it belongs to the sea? I can't give up. There has to be a way. I will find a way. Come on, Hyperion. Let's take this world with us on our next journey. I can do it. I know I can. Oh my gosh, this is the story of that guy. Notebook and a strange crystal. They may have history with that ninja. That there are entries regarding in that notebook. Read the notes. Path of Preta. Is that the name you gave this Ether Anchor? Really temporarily tear space, we are one step closer to eternity. Still on a tight schedule. Even if I group together all the Ether Anchors we've collected, it's still not enough to completely anchor the bubble universe. In order to reach eternity, we need more than the necessary amount of Ether Anchors. We need an opportunity. An opportunity to tow the bubble cluster and create colossal waves in the sea. I will then ride those waves and return the world to the hometown of eternity. Before that moment comes, however, I must be prepared for all eventualities. Thus, I'm in urgent need of more Ether Anchors, more predators, and more companions. Fate is like a black hole, pitilessly devouring every ray of light. Does that mean the need for light is actually a curse? What a cruel yet precise description. Every world in the end bears the same sinister curse. If our fate consists of nothing but doom and gloom, then I will be the only light in the dark. I will lead you all to a brave new world. All the blood and tears we shed for that moment. I can do it. Activate. Not entirely knowing why, I held out my hand, and after an eerie glow from the fragment, a portal appeared in front of us. Hmm? The Ether Anchor seems to be capable of escorting space. The road to the next collectible is open. Let's move on. Yes, Captain. So there's... I'm just quickly grabbing this chest before I forget about it. Several beautifully made badges were lying on the shelf. Looking closely, I could see that every one of them was carved with a different pattern. Do those badges intrigue you, Captain? I was actually the one who came up with their initial design. Could you fill me in on their histories? Of course. These badges belong to those who used to or currently reside on the ship. Which badge do you want to tell me about first? Badge number 1. Purple badge stood out to me. Its floral color carvings reminded me instantly of Rita. Is this yours? Yes. Given that I designed them, I had the first pick of the litter. A fiery red badge with a familiar little robot engraved on it, whose iron fists are aiming at a burning meteor. The badge belonged to a great doctor, whom we have to thank for the majority of devices on this ship. Not even the brightest star in this universe can hold a candle to her intellect. It was she who developed a robot capable of anchoring a specific time point and mapping consciousness based on Hyperion's consciousness mapping function. This all sounds awfully familiar. When she maximized the efficiency of conscious mapping, she also discovered its side effect. It would leave residual memories. Therefore, she strictly prescribed the use of consciousness mapping. But for the ferryman, it is impossible not to use it to save some things. The doctor found the ferryman conscious mapping in secret. Though she could relate to his anguish, she could not condone those experiments. In an attempt to negate the side effect, the doctor carried out numerous secret experiments. But eventually she was lost in the plethora of residual memories and fell into an eternal slumber. By the time we found her, there was only a little robot narrating everything in her tone of voice. Could she have left the robot behind as a contingency measure? Potentially. She almost certainly knew she couldn't make it, so she imbued the robot with a part of her persona beforehand. This was our last failsafe, and the last resort for the ferryman. That robot is T, right? Rita nodded, confirming my suspicion. So it was the ferryman who left T to me. But why would he help me? I can't begin to ascertain the intricacies of his mind. Perhaps it was because he had already lost faith and felt there was a way to avoid the inevitable. But if they had never believed it from the beginning, they had no right to comment on the possibility of success. You're right, Captain. That's why you're more deserving of the chance to protect the others. A sky blue badge with a bowl of instant noodles engraved on it. She was a free spirit, but seeing freedom was no more caused her to leave. She had quit fighting since then, for she had lost the reason to fight. I can sure you imagine what she was like. She was a spirit who fought to liberate those oppressed by the Mountain God. In her last battle, she was forced to choose between saving the lives of thousands and recovering an Ether Anchor. In the end, she chose to save those innocent lives, while the ferryman recovered the Ether Anchor by force. She couldn't comprehend what the ferryman was after, whereas he could not tolerate her sympathy. Thus she returned this badge to us and parted ways with us. A light blue badge with black and white four-leaf clover engraved on it. At some point in time, 3 of its leaves were defaced. She came with everything but left with nothing. The owner of this badge was innocent and kind-hearted. A truly sensitive soul. So great was her luck that she saved us from danger every time. Of the first 3 companions, she was the last, and clashed most fiercely with the ferryman. That time, we encountered a giant flower-like monster in the Sea of Quanta. The ferryman insisted on capturing her alive. and multiple bubble universes were devastated as a result. She came as a woman possessed, bellowing and even attacking the ferryman, all in the hope of activating the ship's rail cannon to put an immediate end to that beast. But I stopped her. She was forced to fight tooth and nail. Many bubble universes lay in shambles, but she was able to protect 3 of them. In the end, she left battered and bruised. As for her badge, she left it here. Was that one of the Kianas or something? Not long after that, the ferryman asked me to leave the ship too. I haven't returned since. I'm positive that I was afraid of losing the last companion, so he pushed you away. Perhaps. That could also be why the ferryman did the same thing to you, Captain. Me? Rita ignored my question and continued. Was he also afraid of remembering that his initial wish had only been to provide a home for everyone? A red and blue badge with a rabbit engraved on it. This badge belonged to an adorable child. Despite her young age, she has a lot of secrets in her eyes. I knew next to nothing about her story. If you ever have the chance, ask her to tell you. One thing I'm certain is that she is much more mature than everyone takes her for, having long shouldered a great deal of responsibilities. So that is Delta. A white badge engraved with a cherry blossom grafted onto the branch in its center. Born a vessel, but given the fate of a human. Her light died out long ago. She saw herself as a tool, but needed to find the meaning of living as a human. As for why she boarded the ship, I suppose it wasn't because she had found a new light, but she still felt lost. I finished looking. Okay, so I need to go... Where's the next one? Oh, that only goes down. Let me just teleport here and assassinate that. Because I can't go from that direction. I can go here, though. The round-edged cube was placed on the stand. It seemed oddly thin. Something about it felt familiar. It resembled the consciousness mapping launching on Hyperion, without the smiling girl and strange writings. What's this? I'm not entirely sure. Only heard that it links to another world inside itself. There are things you don't know? Get closer and examine it. Even Rita was clueless about this object. The sense of mystery inexorably drew me closer to it. All of a sudden, it emitted a blinding white light, which enveloped my vision and mind. Control has been transferred to the captain. That triggers some kind of mechanism? The ship is finally good to go again. Now free to sail to any place you wish. Where am I? You're welcome. This ship was made specifically for you. When you press the start button, the journey will begin. It's my wish to travel with you and watch more stories unfold, so that I can accompany you. There's other matters to attend to. I mean, I snuck out just to leave you this message. That's all I have to say. Bon voyage. If you ever miss me, just listen to the ship's system notifications. Before I can come up with a response, they go in front of me, dissipated into thin air. Completely familiar. This place must be Hyperion, though it appears much newer than it was in my memory. I can never mistake this bridge for anything else. Welcome to Hyperion, Captain. Awaiting instructions. Set out. Where will it take us? Let's see. Engine starting. 3, 2, 1. Familiar sense of weightlessness washed over me, but was promptly followed by an unnatural quake. Right when I'm under attack. What's going on? There was a girl tied to a wooden pole and surrounded by eerie purple flames. Down and opening the hatch, I grasped the girl by the hand and pulled her out of the blazing inferno. Great rivers of tears streamed down her face. Under the tousled hair, I saw a familiar face. Rita? No, I'm a witch. Hold on. Help, help! The light before me didn't allow me too much time to snap out of my daze. Meanwhile, a face that I was both familiar and unfamiliar with came dashing behind me, screaming and hollering. But instead of a monster with a clock on its chest standing behind the waves of people. Monster from the Sea of Quanta? Has this world been invaded too? Please use the power of the Eth Anchor according to the plan. What? That's when I noticed that there was a flicking piece of tinder in my hands. There was no evidence whatsoever back of my assertion, but I simply felt in my gut that I was an ether anchor. What happens if I quit existing? You haven't moved an inch since you laid your eyes on this item. Never mind, I think I understand what this does now. It reproduces past memories. From us, but from just a moment ago. And this would be the last one. There was a gigantic broken cow horn with text carved on it, which depicted the fall of a world. The gaping hole and torrential rain poured down. Filling waves devoured our cities whole, and the disciples of God wreaked havoc on earth. The ground subsided, skyscrapers crumbled, mounds were sundered. As the end times scourged our entire world, someone reached out to us. I recognize that ship. It is the Titanic ship that travels the skies, the holy ark that sails across the apocalypse. I haven't met that person, but I know it must be the legendary Noah. As read in the books, Noah dispelled the rainstorm so the sun could shine once more. The birds held olive branches in their beaks, while the children presented willow crowns. We danced and celebrated, awaiting the next sunrise. Monument 2. It rained again, incessantly day after day, year after year. This time even Noah was powerless to stop it. Arable land became increasingly sparse, and the seeds we planted could hardly sprout. Every single day people were dying of starvation and other misfortunes. Therefore gave the Willow Crown back to us. Here a fantastic power shielded us from the downpour. In the sea, cities rose anew. Noah made a promise to us. All we had to do was wait for the return of the Ark. Take all of us to the next new world. Monument 3. Eventually the giant horns of the evil bull punctured the fragile barrier, and seawater came rushing in. Our cities were doomed, utterly drowned. One by one the people around me were claimed by the waves. I was prepared to succumb to the same fate, but that person snatched me from the jaws of death yet again. Water your cry. You are not to be blamed for any of this. Anchor Bubble Universe, Sea of Quanta, Destruction. I don't understand, but please don't apologize. Our world should have been destroyed long ago, but you instilled hope in all of us. We have always believed that you will one day find a new world, and create a paradise where everyone can live in bliss, eternal peace. So please take it. Take the anchor of our world and everything else with you. Your wish is our wish. Hopefully the remains of our world will nourish the new one. Even if you're not the fabled Noah, even if you're just a ferryman on the sea, I believe nothing can stop you from accomplishing this because you have always been our hero. Finished reading. Mildly depressing. Oh, I have to come from the other way around. Great. Okay, where's the chest? I remember seeing a chest down here somewhere. Okay, so next one I need is green, I guess? Yeah, right there, that's the green I need. Which, just let me go up here and just activate this one. And there's the chest. Now I go up here, which This, and then there's literally one more side story. Oh, there's Delta to chat to. And Yai. Tap tap. The room's door was slightly ajar, and a rhythmic striking of a keyboard came from the inside. I accidentally clicked off the game for a sec. Looks like a challenger has appeared. The keystrokes hastened, only to stop abruptly. The only sound left in the room was a sigh of relief. So the Dark Lord is nothing more than this. Impressive. I entered the dimly lit room and joined her, sitting on the floor. It was clear she had noticed my arrival well before, yet her focus remained locked onto the screen's blinking cursor, slowly hovering over a new game. You have some nerve coming here all alone. Aren't you afraid I might just tie you up? Don't forget we're enemies. Well, you're free to do so. But I only came here to let you know that we're getting ready to leave. Have you made up your mind? Do you want to join us on our journey? Who would want to join you? Give me that thing. I don't know what you're referring to. You and him are a lot alike. All you do is make empty promises, and when confronted with an actual important question, you pretend like you don't know anything. Do I have to spell it out for you? I need your time-bending robot. You mean T? Finally dropping the act. I don't care if it's T, E, or any other letter of the alphabet. Just hand her over. What do you want with T? Who asked for your opinion? Don't act like we're all buddy-buddy. Remember, I can end your life right here and now. She wants to go back to the past and stop what happened to her. If you don't tell me what you're really looking to do, how can I trust handing over T to you? What if you use her to hurt others? You should know that I'm not going to put others at risk just to save myself. Listen to yourself. Do you think talking like this makes you sound like some sort of video game hero? I'm being honest, yeah, a little bit. What is it with all of you and this lame sense of humor you have? Hey. Fine, it's not like telling you is going to change anything. Because everything's just so boring around here. I want a story that's actually exciting. But every adventure ends up just evolving to a tedious game. Even you two are stuck in some completely cliche. Adventure saves the princess, only to find the Dark Lord and the adventurers share a common origin type of boring old storyline. What's wrong with the world's scriptwriters? Do they really think this counts as something unique? Look, I'm sorry, I'm not some mythic hero born out of some cosmic egg or something. Right. So just hand over T to me. It has the ability to anchor to a specific point in time, allowing for a kind of reset, right? So it's just like playing a game, being able to save, load, and replay until things work out how I want them to. For example, next time I could make you the princess and have her be the adventurer. Eventually you both come to realize that they're essentially rescuing yourselves. That'd be a lot of fun. No surprise she treats everything like it's a game. It's like her to do that, but if the point you want to rewind doesn't work, what are you talking about? She's coming off midway through and the air got cold. She was beginning to sound more than a bit annoyed. After a brief moment of hesitation, I decided to continue with the conversation. In the collection room, I came across some items that recorded a story. To protect the princess, but the princess offered up her own life to bid to rescue the adventurer who was near death. Shut up. And the name of that adventurer is Rosalia. Yeah, he just got freaking beat up. Before the last syllable could fully escape my lips, I felt my face being forcibly pressed and smushed into the ground. All I could hear was her hysterical tirade. Shut up! Listen to me, you idiot! What are you talking about? Who is the Dark Lord you want to defeat so badly? I told you to shut up. Just appear out of nowhere and now you think you're the hero of this game, huh? You and her too. Can't NPCs like you just be a bit more self-aware? This is my game and I'm the adventurer here. The only reason I'm still playing along with you is because I'm searching for a key item to advance the main storyline. So I'll ask you again, where is that robot? I don't know. She's not on my ship. But we can search for her together. Do I have to come onto your ship and look for her myself? You jerk, all of you are a bunch of jerks. I finally understand who the Dark Lord you want to kill is. And it sounds like she deserves to live more than you do. What nonsense are you talking about? Just give me what I'm looking for already. Killing your past self is simply impossible. She can't actually reset time. What she can do is anchor to a specific point and conduct consciousness mapping. You know about this all along, didn't you? Yet you're still willing to help her, simply because there's something in the game you can't beat, and the game doesn't end. And that gives you a chance for redemption, right? Knock it off. Stop talking nonsense. You don't know anything about me. But even if you were to go back to the beginning and erase all the mistakes, it still wouldn't make it a perfect story. Dying can't shoulder any responsibility. It's living that does. She didn't trust you with the chance to live on, the desire to protect her sister. That's what older sisters do. I never said I was going to die. Why are you getting so worked up? Have you ever considered that your assumption might be wrong? Then go with us. It's time to start a new game. Seriously, why do you talk so much? Do you all just love meddling in others' affairs? Don't tell me you think I don't understand. I don't know what you're conjuring up all these imaginative speculations from, but let me tell you. I don't want to go back to any past or kill any past versions of myself. Desire is endless and thrilling adventures, with countless dark lords and dragons to be conquered. I need to keep fighting, because only through this, I can truly feel that she's still here fighting side by side with me. This is what I've been promised. Nothing more than that. Her moves softened in sync with her tone. I looked up and saw her tail winding up around her right cheek, gently brushing against her cheek. Fine, don't worry. I just can't stand people who act all parental, casually speculating about others' motives, when it's actually far from the truth. Forget it. If that damn Droron isn't there, then so be it. I have my own ship, and I can still go searching. I can't stand being here for another moment. I'm leaving immediately to start a new game, and I never want to see you few NPCs again. So now, get out of my room. Bang. I was grabbed and thrown out of the room, or door. The door slammed behind me with a heavy thud. Outside the wall, another person had been waiting for quite some time. Didn't make it? Yeah. How did you end up all beaten like that? I thought Miss Conley had taught you what to do. Shut up. It seems we've overcomplicated things. She just wants to fight alongside her own tail. It's not impossible. I'm watching her tail in secret and shouldn't possess any form of self-awareness. Wait, I see now. She has been holding on to the bitterness for not being able to protect her sister, and wants to release that anger and regret through endless battles. However, she appears to be more mature than we initially assumed. When it's a matter there's a chance you could convince her to join us. But it seems she has her own plans, and there's no need for us to push it. Yeah. You two, what are you talking about in front of my door? We're discussing what to have for dinner. Stop wasting time on such trivial matters. Just take me to your ship now. Okay. What happened? Just found out that my ship got stolen. Damn, someone took off with it without permission. And then you cut off the signal between me and the ship. Brony, what did you do? Must be those two little rascals. Don't let me catch you or you'll be dead. She was sprawled on the ground, pounding it furiously, with only her tail attempting to grab hold of her hand. So she changed her mind. I guess so? Okay, and now it's Kasumi's turn. This must be the place mentioned in the note. Why would Rita invite me here out of the blue and keep such a secret? Huh? Shadow in the corner seemed to be creeping along, as though it were biding its time, ready to strike. I couldn't help but become vigilant and instinctively took a step back. Before I could react, the air around me began to tremble violently, and the cold, sharp kunai was already pressed against my neck. So it's you, Kasumi. Anybody gonna speak? The silence was heavy with hesitation. I had a vague sense that she had a lot to share, but she didn't know where to start. Our silence lingered for a while. She finally spoke, with an air of self-loathing. How I am now. Can't even bring myself to kill you. Someone like me isn't worthy of any light. Her hands slipped from the kunai limply. Even behind her mask, I could still feel the sorrow emanating from her. Do you like who you've become? This wasn't a question to which anyone would have an answer. It was a mixture of bitterness, self-mockery, even despair, following a lengthy introspection with no clear solution. Despite this, when confronted with such an unexpected question, I found myself momentarily at a loss for words, and then, you should like who you've become, considering how so many people need you, but at the moment you're no longer needed, doesn't that make your entire existence futile? With the passing of countless ages, she forged herself into a sharp tool, all for the sake of being needed by someone. This was the only way she could feel a sense of purpose in her own existence. My existence is meant to fill her wishes. This body, this soul, were all bestowed upon me by her. Then why did she ask me to continue living when she left? Why can't I manage to do even that while continue to live on without any shame? She kept talking to herself, posing questions to her own mind. For a moment, I struggled to find any words of solace. All she needs is a simple guiding light to follow, so that it makes her feel wanted. That way she can come to like the person she's become, but I can't be her light, and I don't need to. You're not merely an accessory to others. The existence itself carries significance. Then perhaps you can enlighten me. What exactly is the significance of my existence? I don't know. I could sense a slight tremor in Kasmi's body. I quickly followed up. It might sound a bit far-fetched, but I'm really just like you. There's a weight I've been carrying since birth. With that weight, I embarked on a journey that was both long and enriching. If I learned anything from this journey, it's that you shouldn't let the weight you carry hold you back. You are yourself, a unique individual. You have every right to chase after your own aspirations. I believe that is what truly matters. But I have no aspirations left. That all vanished along with that person, never to be achieved. I see, then. I reached out my hand to her. Kasumi, come with us. It doesn't matter if you're still unsure or don't know what you exist for. You're not just a fragment of anyone's aspirations. You're a whole and independent soul. Losing the hope you once had must have been incredibly painful for you. But starting today, you'll have plenty of time to explore until you find just what it is you really want. Is this something you need? No, it's something I want you to want. Tears finally broke free from beneath her mask, trickling down her neck and finding their way into her intricate battle suit. Have you forgotten we're enemies? Don't say stuff like that to me. You might give me the wrong impressions. That I finally found my own light. Time slipped away as we shared a profound silence, caught between light and dark. Damn, this is a freaking puzzle. Oh, something just unlocked. Okay, I need to get down there somehow. The best way... Grab the chest and jump over. That wasn't actually an entrance? How am I supposed to get in then? I thought this was a gate right here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I think I spotted how to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to complete all these today. It's gonna be a pretty long stream, though. Hmm. Reset the room. Reset the room. So I need to get this Oh, I see. I am just an idiot. I didn't realize. Yeah. Uh. Okay. Push. Push. Rotate. 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 Push. Push. Rotate. 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 Push. And I'm through. Actually, I'm not through. Now I'm through. Okay, I need to get to that chest. Okay, how long does this frozen thing last? Oh, there's. I didn't realize there's another chest right there. So I need to get to. Oop. That wasn't the way I was supposed to do that. I literally have 2 side stories left to do. I messed that up again. I have to turn to water and go to the one that's above. Yep. So I literally have everybody now. Hold a hint, but I feel like these guys aren't gonna care about ice too much. This is still very simple though. And this should kill. It didn't kill immediately, but the leftover burn damage did. Found it, this is the leaking spot. No doubt about it. It's the water tank. No wonder there's so much water. Leak to me, Captain. See the crack over there? That seems consciously inflicted. Too smooth to have occurred naturally. It's an intentional act of sabotage. Was done by that guy? But why? To do with what he wishes to protect? Let's keep looking. Alright. Turn one little ball over the water. The shaking shadow with a little pop. Like a translucent bubble exposing the red cassette tape inside. Maybe we can listen to it on the bridge. Okay. Assume I'm speaking to the captain if I peer in. There's a frail man. Another underhanded trick of his. He predicted that I'd find my way here. But after struggling for an eternity, he finally found a path for me. No, for yourself. Thank you. It may sound hypocritical for me to say this. I'm something of a coward, waiting for someone to bring me my own wishes to fruition. Therefore, I'd appreciate it if you could clear up one last mess for me. At the bottom of the sink, there's a record of all the worlds to which all the ether anchors in my hands belong. Take them back home for me. The record stopped abruptly, as if a blocking floor drain was suddenly unclogged. The water levels declined rapidly, exposing a file at the bottom. It's been waiting for us the whole time. Well, maybe a bad idea, though. So you've made your decision? So I'm not cleaning up the ferryman's mess. I'm doing this because I think it's the right thing to do. So I've been the basic for all your decisions. It's gone us this far. I'll always stand by you, Captain. Right back at you, Kongming. Let's head back. There's nothing left for us here. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can't get to that right now. I think. Wait. If I get the perfect angle, I might be able to. No. I'll leave that single chest there. Let's go do the last of the side missions. I do actually want to look at the map real quick to see if I can actually see the people I was talking to on the map. Nope. Have you heard about the vampire? Do you feel like joining our Vampire Urban Legend Press? We've got all the latest scoop on the vampires. Did you know the vampire hid some treasures in this city? Actually digging up a new story about vampires. What do you have? I'm the president of this press. We're all about getting the inside scoop on vampires. I'll have to think about it. What if you're lying to me? I've got 3 clues left behind the vampire. Vampire legends are so fascinating. I'll give you 2 amusement part tickets if you can cover some real tea about these vampires. Then I'll go and take a look. Let's check it out. Oh, that's the amusement park. Clues say the eerie shadows flicker at night. There's a few black cats that made themselves at home here. Oh, I have to go around? Yeah, around. The clues say that there are blood spots, which were just droppings from overripe raspberries. What's that tangled around the branch? Is that cat hair? Hey, did you find anything? Were my clues useful? Found something unusual. Found a strand of its hair. Weren't in vain after all. Thanks for letting me know. You can have these 2 amusement park tickets. The man gave me the 2 tickets and skipped off in elation. Tell Luna you can enter Homer World. Sorry to keep you waiting. Can we get in? Sure, I have tickets. Really? There may really be vampires in the park now. I found the park tickets before her. Her eyes lit up and she raised her hand to get the tickets. I raised them higher and she stood on tippy toes in an attempt to reach them. Hey. You've really become a bit too comfortable teasing me. I've never seen what an amusement park ticket looks like. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Here you go. Yay! She beamed from ear to ear, resembling a small child who had just gotten the best Christmas present, as she observed the ticket. It's beautiful. There's a whole lot of stuff we can do in the amusement park. Can we head in now? Of course, let's go. Yay! Oh, I see. How do I reset this? Hmm. I actually did it. Play the dancing machine. Okay. Okay, then that was simple. The first one was simple if I would have just ran in and accidentally messed up all the buttons. The carousel in the park slowly spun amidst the sound of cheerful nursery rhymes and children's laughter. Atop the slowly ascending Ferris wheel, people peeked out curiously. In the distance, a roller coaster plunged amid a chorus of exhilarated screams. Never had I felt this blissful and relaxed. It had nothing to do with the amusement park rides, but had everything to do with the delightful face of the girl beside me. Despite her having matured since I first met her, at this moment she seemed more like a child than ever. That must be the teacup ride I've seen before in the books. It looks fun. Perhaps childlike isn't the right word to describe her, but that's how I thought of it. Her, but I couldn't let her know that's what I thought. Is that a Ferris wheel? Let's go on that next. Whoa, a roller coaster. I've never seen one in real life before. Check that out. Those things that are floating around. Are those balloons? Amazing. Would you like one, miss? Hmm? A pretty lady like yourself would look even finer with an eye-catching balloon. Buy one, get one free. How about one for you and your friend? Lulu looked at me with wide-eyed anticipation. For a moment, I was too captivated to respond. Are we not getting them? Of course we are. Let's get some. I fished out the coins I had won earlier and handed them to the child by the balloon stand. I'll take a red one and a yellow one. Thank you. But should you ask what color the lady prefers? Oh, what do you think about these two, Luna? I think they're great. I wanted the red one to begin with. The yellow one reminds me of Homu, which suits you perfectly. There you go. One red and one yellow, please. Sure thing. Coming right up. The kid unhooked a red and yellow balloon from the stall and handed them over to us. Be sure to hold them tight or they'll fly away. Okay. Changed my mind. I want a yellow one instead. Okay. Here you go. I'd already changed her balloon with mine. Can't even ever let go of it. I won't ever let go of it again. I held the balloon string tightly with one hand and onto her hand with the other. The teacup ride eventually came to a stop, and the intercom informed the riders to exit. Hey, we can take the teacup ride now. Let's go on. You promised. Sure. Then we'll hit up the roller coaster and the carousel after, alright? Of course, now we have plenty of time, so we don't have to hurry. We can enjoy every single ride the park has to offer, and do everything we want to do. Now, let's keep going. We screamed on the roller coaster, cheered inside the arcade, and sang on the spinning teacup ride, and argued over which flavor of ice cream to get. On the Ferris wheel shining on the starlight, I only noticed how late it had gone when Luna leaned on my shoulder and started to doze off. I was exhausted, but also happier than I'd ever been. That was the whole story. I have to find 2 more people I hope are in the ship or something. Because I need to find either Siren Yeah, I need to find Siren. So Brony's here. Okay. Let me just do this. Yeah, if the stream suddenly ends, don't worry about it. It's Siren. Yeah, I got that before it tried playing volume on me. Okay, I know where she is. And yes, I did literally just look it up. Because I want to do these last things on stream. A tiny figure crouched at the roadside, cutting up the drive leaves, one by one. Hey, Siren. Why the sudden visit? Is there something you need? Yeah. Hey, why is there a cat? Roni found it in Sapphire. She said you might be willing to take care of it. Don't just dump everything on me. It's not like I'm some kind of animal fosterer. While grumbling under her breath, her hands couldn't wait to take the little cat from my arms. She gently caressed the cat's ears. It likes you a lot. She's so cute. Can I keep her on Hyperion? Of course you can. But speaking of which, does this mean you've agreed to continue traveling with us? Well, there's nothing pressing at the moment, so I don't mind sticking around for a while longer. After all, without my magic, you guys could easily run into troubles that you can't solve. It's definitely not because I want to travel with you or anything. Indeed, without your help, I wouldn't be able to rescue Kong Ming or find Luna. My magic is pretty impressive, isn't it? It really is. Thank you, Cian. Why are you so polite all of a sudden? No need to thank me. After all, you all helped me before, and I don't like owing favors. Plus, I suppose for now, we can consider ourselves some companions, I guess. Some small efforts on my part. No need to dwell on that. I got it. By the way, have you sorted out the affairs in that world that the magical girls belong to? Yeah, everything has already been wrapped up. For Lair and Brabella are there, things should be fine. And besides, I trust Tariri. I can leave the matter in her capable hands. Don't you miss them? No, not a single bit. Alright, maybe sometimes. Yet being around them, I can't help but fall into a comfort zone centered around myself. Therefore, instead of getting caught up in fleeting gatherings, I'm leaning toward breaking out of my self-imposed shell and exploring the world beyond. After all, in case another Dark Lord arises, I must possess enough strength and determination to protect them. I feel like you and Brony would get along very well. No wonder she mentioned that even before bedtime you still find a way to chat with her. I didn't. I just asked her about some small things to keep in mind when traveling the original world. Well, we definitely didn't chat much. Okay, I just thought you two had some similarities. Anyway, welcome to Hyperion, Cian. Oh, and I've got a little gift for you. I hope you'll find it to your liking. A gift? For me? Yeah, I brought some upon it and thought it'd be a good fit for you, so I went ahead and bought it. It's a costume for the little witches, with a hat? How is that fitting? I'm not a child. Did I not choose the right size for the clothing? It's not fitting well? In that case, I'll have to take it back for now. I didn't say that. I didn't. I can take it and put it on the kitten. Sure, I believe the kitten will like this gift very much. There should be one or two other characters I haven't got. There's... I see. Because I have to do all this today, because I don't think I'm going to be streaming... There's not going to be enough of this event for me to stream it again. Because I finished all the side stories, I've found most of the treasure chests. So, if I'm remembering correctly from what I just saw... I'm remembering incorrectly. Oh, I know where they are. East Sapphire. Right here, I think? Upon arriving to Sapphire, Miko wasted no time inviting me once again to her home. But just then, a sound of clattering emerged from the kitchen. I wonder if Himiko could be in some kind of trouble. Are you done yet? Almost, just a minute. Oh, okay. Sounds like she's fine. Wait, what is that? Here you go. Come and savor my handiwork. Canned lunch meat with a side of instant rice. Himiko, is this the dinner you usually have that you had been talking about? That's right, pan-fry the lunch meat to enhance the flavor, just like the recipe says. Oh, don't forget the greens. A balanced nutrition is important, you know. Himiko scooped out a few pieces of bok choy from the pot and added them to the instant rice. I cautiously picked up a piece and brought it to my mouth. This bok choy is undercooked. Is this what she usually eats? She really is like a child, isn't she? How does it taste? It's not bad, true to the ingredients. Take that as a compliment. By the way, what would you like to drink? Before I could answer, I'd already opened the refrigerator and started taking out cans of drinks one by one. Most of them are various types of energy drinks, followed by sodas and orange juice. Finally, from the back of the fridge, she pulled out several cans of beer, frosted over with ice. I've been doing my investigation for so long now that I haven't had a chance to do any cleaning. I don't need any of this stuff anymore. Let me go through all the beer into the trash and place the sodas and orange juice in front of me. Why'd you buy so much beer? Just a little bit is all you need to get drunk. What a child. You'll understand when you're older. What child would think drinking makes you mature? Stop trying to act all grown up. You've only just reached legal age, right? You shouldn't drink too much anyway. It's bad for your health. So what, I'm an adult now. Doesn't that make me a grown up? Such, aren't you also pretending to be all mature? Maybe someone really just wants to be my captain? I just wanted to see you take better care of yourself. I didn't mean to nag. It's alright. I kind of miss having someone nag me. After all, the last time someone nagged me like this was... I like the last time they had spoken after a few drinks. Her expression now held a seldom seen bit of sorrow. Your father and teacher, right? I talked about that with you after having a few? Sort of. How are they doing now? They're all gone. Sorry, I didn't know. Sorry, in fact, I appreciate having someone to share these things with. She opened a misshapen pocket watch and took out from inside a piece cut out of an old newspaper. Goes missing, prominent physicists Murata Yusuke and Walt Yang presumed deceased. They were heroes. Yes, they were heroes. Even without having what it took, they were willing to push themselves beyond their limits, trying to take what is deemed impossible, all for the sake of others. They plunged into a black hole with no hesitation, all because they had discovered a faint sign, with the slightest chance of coming from extraterrestrial life. Why do you have to reject my application? You mean, you had the chance to board that rocket as well? Right, as soon as Shixel Cosmic Space Base began recruiting astronauts for a long-term stay on the space station, I signed up right away. We're in a lot of effort to prepare for this opportunity. I breezed through all the assessments, but in the end my father intervened. I believe I was still too young and instructed my teacher to remove me from his list of candidates. As your father, he didn't want you to embark on such a dangerous journey. I know that, but I still wanted to follow in their footsteps and become an adult like them. They were aware of my aspirations, and I understood their worries as well. So a moment of frustration got a big fight with my father and my teacher. And to make my point crystal clear, I submitted my university dropout application right in front of them. Little did I know that just a few days later I'd received that heartbreaking news. So sorry, father, teacher. I thought I'd have the chance to apologize. Even now, I still feel badly for that fight. I couldn't return to Captain, so I became a Valkyrie instead, driven by a desire to do whatever I could to make a better world, just like they did. But in the end, I came to a realization that outside of school, I'm not good enough. I'm far from the mature adult I wanted to become, and yet I still have trouble acknowledging this. So I began to numb yourself with alcohol. Right, back then I still couldn't face reality. Despite trying to act like an adult and be how I thought a mature person should be. Really, though I've never been anything more than a child. I suppose growing up takes time. Your father and teacher must have also believed that one day you would become the person you pictured yourself becoming. Yeah, you're right. I might have let them down in the past, but I understand that now. Even though I'm far from mature, I can still strive to follow their example. I should aim to go even further than they did. This time I'm not just heading to space, but beyond this world. Beyond this world, you mean... traveling with you all, of course. You won't say no to that, will you? My dear Captain, after all, you promised to treat me to a good drink. So no, I won't even dare. Himiko, whatever you decide, Hyperion will always welcome you. I knew you would agree. Well, let's watch out for one another, shall we? I forgot. I was so caught up in a conversation I didn't realize the dishes had gotten cold. Never mind, I'll go make you another one. No! Okay, now I need to find one other person. Okay, that's where she is, and then I literally just have... Okay, got it. From what I saw, it should be up here and to the right. Captain? Callan, what are you doing here? I am waiting for you. Do you have time now, Captain? I want to take you somewhere. Take me somewhere? Sure. Then let's go now. Around the door lies a room covered in dust, adorned with various storybooks and homeware dolls, exuding a particularly cozy atmosphere. In stark contrast to the surrounding decor, a colossal crimson coffin commanded the room's center, its striking red hue captivating all attention. How about I install you? This is where she and I used to live. If you count us as of having had a childhood, then this place holds almost all of her childhood memories. It's actually much cozier than I initially imagined. To be frank, I was expecting to encounter some peculiar devices and IV tubes. It wasn't that dramatic. Although we were treated as subjects of that person's experiments, then at times outside the experiments, he tried his best to afford us some degree of personal freedom as individuals. However, see, Luna is special. That's why our entire childhood was basically spent here. Sweeping aside the cobwebs on the bookshelf, I delved into storybooks that lined its shelves. Written in them were flying airships, talking bunnies, a suing witch, and a prince who awakened the princess. Will not particularly stand out. These tales were her entire world during that time. Thank you. In a quiet and silent moment, Callan expressed her word of gratitude, as if the enduring pressure within her heart had finally found its release. No need to thank me. Saving her's always been my desire. Even if you hadn't showed up, I would have pursued my goal of finding her relentlessly. No, this thank you is for myself. You saved not just her, but me as well. Ultimately, all of this has ruined my own sins after all. Are you still blaming yourself for granting her freedom back then? All she wanted was to experience the world. If her childhood had been so sheltered, would she have developed such a deep attachment to the world outside? You merely gave her what she should have experienced. It's precisely because of this that my sins carry even greater weight. I had the opportunity to offer her all this in a better way, instead of impulsively giving her hope. However, I regretted it when circumstances spiraled beyond my control, and attempted to take back the hope she rightly deserved. I was the one who betrayed her. It's alright, she didn't see it that way. Her actions in sharing the ether anchor with you are evidence of that. No one can always make the perfect choice, but we can still bear the weight of the decisions we make. With all matters settled now, you both have the chance to genuinely rekindle your sisterly bond. The person inviting you here actually involves another matter. I might not be able to accompany you on the journey. Eh? With you there, she will surely find happiness and joy in the future. As for me, I'd like to stay here. Hence I'm entrusting that child to you. So, sincerely thank you for everything. Don't view emotions as an obligation. I stretched out and firmly grasped Callan's hand. She appeared visibly surprised by my sudden move, momentarily rooted to the spot. Forgive me, but I can't simply stand by any longer without doing anything. Please, Callan, stop running away like this. Remember, I promised to accompany her and explore the world outside together. It's not about fulfilling her wishes, it's something I genuinely want to do. What about your own wishes? What is it that you truly want? I simply wish for her happiness. That's all. That's all. What does that's all even mean? Is your way of realizing your wish to simply entrust her to others and then just vanish? But I don't know how to face her now. I hurt her, and even wanted to end her life. Given what I've done, do I even deserve to be around her? Can we ever get back to how things were before? Then you should talk to her yourself, rather than acting on her behalf as you did before, and then disappearing without a word. Avoiding her won't change anything. Dumping everything onto others is just a way of avoiding responsibility. That time, you said the same thing to me. You need to pursue your wishes yourself. After all, you're irreplaceable to her. After enduring solitude for 10,000 years, I believe she has many things and experiences to share with you. But I don't know, I'm afraid of causing her more pain, so I'm not sure if I should continue being with her. Let me ask you this. Do you want to be with her? Do you want to be by her side till the end of time? I do. So why hesitate? Join us on this journey, moving toward the future you wish to achieve. Okay, there should be I'm just checking something real quick. And then it's Rosemary. And that's actually the last one. Oop. I just freaking messed everything up. Well, give me a second. Hopefully this goes right and smoothly. Otherwise, I'm just gonna end stream. Because I accidentally freaking exited out of the game. I can't believe I freaking just did that. I have to say that's actually the first time I've exited out of the game accidentally on stream. I mean, I've done it on purpose, but never accidentally. Let's hurry up and get the last little bit. Because Luna's story was literally just... This whole thing has already been Luna's story, so she doesn't need the actual little dialogue, is what I think I'm trying to do. Deep within the ferryman's collection room lay a violet lantern, wafting a familiar scent that almost lulled me into slumber. I never forgot how much I miss it. The scent. It's from my world. So this is the ether anchor from your world. Yes, when I was little, I found it in a river in my dreams. When I brought my ear close to the lantern, I could hear faint whispers. By drying and crushing fresh flowers, then placing them inside the lantern to burn, a calming aroma is released, capable of gently lulling one into a tranquil sleep. Are you saying that you obtained this anchor in your dream? Are you wondering why items from dreams are now materializing in the real world? Now that I think about it, I actually know so little about your past. Is that so, Captain? Are you curious about my past? Of course, Rita, I'd like to know everything about you. I thought Captain might prefer me to retain a sense of mystery. Did I make things awkward for you, Captain? The world I once resided in was quite unique. Rather than labeling it a bubble universe, it's more precise to describe it as derivative arising from the aggregation of people's dreamlands. What? Exactly, Captain. Do you remember being stranded on a desert island? Of course I do. It appears to possess a future that was nearly unchanging and everlasting. There was a temporal dislocation that led me to encounter many familiar faces. No, Captain. It wasn't actually a temporal dislocation, it's just that those regions were initially created from memories within various bubble universes. Seeing that everything I saw there was actually derived from other bubble universes? It's akin to an island and an ocean. Remains of memories from various bubble universes will curiously drift there, eventually coalescing into a distinctive realm. A stagnant realm where time and space are both confined with dreams, within memories. Due to these surreal and unchanging memories, that place has an almost timeless future. Indeed, because that place was originally an accumulation of lingering echoes from bubble universes. And my world shares some similarities with that place, except there, it's the aggregation of people's dreamlands. My fellow beings exist as soul within a world woven from dreams. In this dream realm, there's tranquility, harmony, and everlasting prosperity. It seems. So, Captain, you have already realized what would happen next. The corruption of the sea doesn't cease because it's just a dream. For some reason, certain discordant dreamlands emerged within our world. Those are nightmares that originate from other destroyed bubble universes. They transform into monsters, destroying the stability of the dreamland. I did my utmost to pacify the distressed souls, but I couldn't halt the arrival of the dreamland sundown. in order to prevent everyone from being trapped within the timeless nightmare. Harness the power of the Ether Anchor to enkindle the entire dreamland. Because that became the witch who destroyed the dreamland and was cast out by everyone. So that's how the title of Witch came about. And then that person brought me on the ship. They invited me to join their journey within the Sea of Quanta. We sailed, aspiring to save each person we met, providing them a place of solace so resolutely. However, through each repeated conscious mapping, that person grew increasingly obsessed, more withdrawn, and less like his original self. It was also during that time that an independent consciousness emerged, initiating a conscious mapping that was beyond the original plan. That is me. Correct. Following that, my role shifted to constantly tracking and observation of that consciousness. Later, I came across you in the laboratory, completely defenseless and naked within Shixel's facilities. As I suspected, you're the first person to recognize me. Wait, naked? Yep, after all, clothing can't just materialize out of thin air, can it? No, it's nothing. Why did you appear by my side back then? Was it the ferryman's command? Yes, track and observe you. That's the tactic I've been carrying out since I left that ship. Now that I think about it, when Luna was about to kill me back then, it felt as if someone forcibly pulled me back from that projection. It was due to my timely exit from that projection while I was on the brink of death that Luna's fate and mine didn't become permanently entangled. It took a long time for us to gradually untangle ourselves from each other. So for all this time, she had always been protecting me. Thank you, Rita, for everything you've done to me, or for me. Well, my captain, when you had saved me before, I too wanted to become your strength. When I took you away from that ship, I'd already gained full freedom. Accompanying by your side is also my wish. I often find myself pondering why, at that particular moment, the two of you ended up being completely separated. Perhaps when faced with a dilemma, we all hope that someone else can achieve that perfect resolution for us, even if it's another version of ourselves. Instead of saying Rita was observing me, it's more fitting to regard it as a precautionary measure left behind by that person. A measure to ensure that there'd be someone to awaken me when I lost in the projection. So right from the start, they had placed all the hopes on me, hadn't they? And you truly succeeded, relying on your own willpower to achieve an ending where no one would be harmed. Not just because of me. I owe it to you, all of you, that I would have been able to reach this far. We often make one incorrect choice after another in pursuit of our desires. But it's through these very experiences that we can discern what we truly long for. And you all are the reason for my journey. Miss Himiko's right, Captain. You've certainly become quite eloquent. But do remember to pay more attention to your own matters. I will. Well, Captain, as you proceed on your journey, please be as cautious as you can. After all, I'm a bona fide witch, you know. And that's everything in this storyline. But yeah, thanks for coming to the stream. I think this is the last of the Captain's storyline, so we'll probably never see him again, most likely. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.